Welcome to the RJI Futures Lab, where we help you make your organization more innovative. I'm Ruben Stern. This week, a primer on using chatbots to deliver news. Our robot overlords are here, and they're helping us to do our jobs. The Futures Lab's Katie Mersman and Berkeley Lovelace show us how news organizations can make chatbots work for sharing news and interacting with audiences.
In the last 4 months, artificially intelligent chatbots have exploded in popularity for news, usually within a pre-existing messaging app. Basically, users send a message to a bot, and it can interpret that and reply with an appropriate story, link, or response. Some bots can do more than others, ranging from answering specific questions to just providing preset responses for a user to click. CNN was one of the launch partners with Facebook Messenger's chatbots, and also uses them on the platforms Kik and Line. TechCrunch was Facebook Messenger's other news launch partner. CNN's bot initiative is still a partnership between humans and artificial intelligence. The bot algorithms learn about the users based on the topics the users identify and the feedback they give. The humans, however, are still responsible for putting together morning briefing emails and newsletters that the bots push out. I spoke with Samantha Berry, the senior director of CNN Social News. She told me putting bots to work on existing messaging apps allowed them to reach a broader audience. This audience skews slightly older than on traditional social media. Especially in Japan, she said people were already using Line for everything from communication to financial transactions, and CNN could tap into an audience already there. Barry thinks one key to success is keeping the notifications from bots to a tolerable number per day. Part of CNN's bot strategy includes letting users tell the bots what kind of news they want to learn, and then sending those stories in Messenger or Kik. Rather than constantly flooding users' inboxes with push notifications, she says it's important to limit updates to those users have specifically expressed an interest in. For CNN, the bots could mostly repurpose content that was already being published online and shared on Twitter or Facebook, but in a new, more conversational platform. When it came to starting that conversation, some outlets like Quartz chose to build their own news app to have a chat-like interface powered by bots. Quartz's app uses an algorithm to recreate a conversation between a news outlet and its users. In this case, the app provides users with multiple response options to guide the stories they're being shown. The tone of the app is very conversational and uses emojis and GIFs to mimic an actual messaging conversation between humans.
That chatty tone is also possible and encouraged in Kik's news bots too. Kik offers news organizations the tools to develop, grow, and monetize their own bots by using their bot shops. Outlets can access the shop or store through their website and scan a code that allows them to develop a personalized bot. Personalization includes the tone of the message it sends and what words it responds to. Recently, Mike has created a chatbot on their platform called Trump Chat, an election-centered chatbot that shares news, insights, editorials, and commentaries throughout the election in the voice of Donald Trump. The people in charge at Kik say it's a new way to speak with a younger audience. Paul Gray says bots are still in the early stages, but he says that news organizations should try to keep it simple. Don't create one bot for all stories, but different bots for different kinds of news.
Imagine like everyone having their own personal reporter that could tell them whatever they wanted to know about whatever story they want in whatever level of detail. Maybe it's the entertainment news bot of the bigger news publication, and that way you can have a voice and a tone that makes sense.
The Washington Post to BuzzFeed to MTV are also using Kik. Kik offers news organizations suggested replies for each individual audience member. Gray says the team is working on making the bots more sophisticated with their replies in the future. And then there's Line, a messaging app with more than 600 million users. It's allowing news organizations to create a bot on its platform on a first-come, first-served basis. Lots of news organizations are using it. BuzzFeed, TechCrunch, Mashable, the BBC, Wall Street Journal, and The Economist. Line is looking into offline interactions with its users and allowing the AI to send news when users are close to an event. For example, the app could send sports scores when a user is close to a stadium.
The algorithms driving bots are improving every day. Right now, they're still in an experimental phase, but eventually most newsrooms will probably implement bots into their workflow, much like posting to Twitter or Facebook. For the Futures Lab, this is Katie Mersman.
And Berkeley Lovelace.
Other news operations are adding bots to their social channels as well, and as the technology improves, bots are expected to facilitate even more sophisticated types of interaction. And that's it for this report from the RJI Futures Lab. I'm Ruben Stern. We'll see you in the future.